Good morning. It's Friday again. I somehow keep making these what I eat in a day videos on Fridays, and I don't know if I keep saying that in the video, but it's Friday. My dad already made pancakes. I'm just out on the porch. Also, I kind of wanted to check on all the herbs and flowers we got. I'll show you. We're gonna be planting all of these really soon. I'm gonna go sit down and have some pancakes with my mom, and then we're gonna go through the day.
I personally love Miyoko's butter, and I could very easily eat pancakes with just that, but today I'm having maple syrup. You would think that I would think that if I turn the plate like that, the syrup's gonna spill, but no. My mom was doing something, so I had breakfast in the dining room this morning, and I actually usually work in here. So I'm gonna sit down, and in the beginning of my day, I like to go through my emails, answer messages on Instagram through my computer because it's a lot easier, and just kind of get situated for the day.
In my day-to-day, I do a lot of cooking, as you see on Instagram, and tomorrow is Derek's birthday, and for his birthday, I'm doing like a whole barbecue dinner because obviously we're in quarantine, and if we weren't, we would be in Italy right now. He's turning 30 this year, and I wanted to make him a special dinner, so we're doing a barbecue dinner, and I'm making ribs, coleslaw, cornbread. We're having ice cream sundaes instead of birthday cake, and there's a couple things that I'm prepping today for tomorrow, just because they're better if they sit, like the coleslaw. And I'm gonna show you how I make my coleslaw and some tips with that. I recommend having a garbage bowl, something that you can throw scraps and trash and just like random junk in while you're cooking. It saves you time, it just keeps you organized, and I'm a very neurotic chef, person, cook, lady. So the garbage bowl helps, and you can keep your stuff organized. Here comes the birthday boy. So my coleslaw is a little bit different than like regular coleslaw. I use cabbage, obviously. You can buy this already shredded up at the store if you want to save time. I like to use purple cabbage and a green cabbage just because I like for things to be colorful, but stuff is limited right now, so all I could find was this green cabbage, and honestly, that's okay. We're not gonna judge him. He's here and he's gonna be great regardless. And I'm gonna show you a really fast way to shred this up as well. I'm also adding some carrots and apple just because I feel like it. And I put pineapple in my coleslaw too. So I have crushed canned pineapple here as well as the juice that it's in. I don't get canned pineapple that has like sugary syrup in it. You could also use fresh pineapple and shred it up in like your food processor or blender. And I'm gonna shred all my stuff up, throw it in my bowl, and show you guys how I do this. One of the easiest ways to chop and shred things, especially if you're doing a lot of things, is using your food processor. This is the kind I recommend. Mine is actually severely broken, but it's a 14-cup food processor by Cuisinart. I don't know if that's how you say it, but it's fine. And there's attachments that come with it. One is for shredding, and the other is for slicing. So I kind of go between the two. I use the slicing one to shred the cabbage, and I use the shredding one to shred the carrots and the apples. If you put the carrots and the apples through the slicing one, it will slice them so they look more like discs. I don't even know if you could see that. Whatever. So I'm gonna run that all through and then put my coleslaw together. All right, I have everything shredded in here. You will have some pieces that are kind of chunky and funky, and if you don't like them, like if they're bigger like this, you can just kind of tear them in half. It's sort of inevitable that there's going to be some pieces that are a little bigger than others. Some of them kind of just need to be like pulled apart. It all works out though. It's better than using the other shredding thing that we used for the carrots and the apples, because I feel like that just turns the cabbage to mush. That's just my experience. It gets kind of weird and a little bit out of control. I'm gonna mix this all together. I've got the carrots, the apples, the cabbage. It's colorful, it's beautiful. Let me know if you want me to put this on my website. I can add it on, no problem. We're gonna add in our mayo. This is my favorite mayo, and I don't care what you say, mayo is the best condiment. It's so underrated. It tastes great, and it's gonna get even better as it sits. Now I'm gonna let this sit pretty much until we're ready to eat it tomorrow. And throughout the day today, I'll keep an eye on it, like stir it every so often. What are you painting?
I made a little shelf on my bathroom.
Oh, that's nice. My lunch ended up a little bit more bougie than I would have anticipated. I made chicken franchise for the vegan Italian cookbook. It came out so good. I'm gonna have a small piece of this for lunch. Let me show you. I'm still in the process of trying to decide how I want to plate this. This is what I'm snacking on over here. I have some lemons. I'm gonna set this up and take pictures. And this probably won't be the only thing I eat, but it's so good. I'm like so stunned. And I haven't had chicken franchise in so long. And I'm just excited and like so proud of myself. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. This is gonna be such a good cookbook. I'm making so much crazy stuff that I never would have thought to make, just purely because, I don't know, I just kind of thought like, oh, I'm probably never gonna have that again. And maybe that sounds morbid in a weird way, but I'm just so excited about how this came out. So I'm gonna have some of this for lunch. I'm probably gonna have a smoothie on the side. I know that's not the most exciting thing, but on the days that I'm cooking and just in the zone, I don't always eat, to be honest. A lot of times I'll snack and like taste stuff that I'm making. If I feel depleted or if I'm doing a lot of working out that day, then I'll make the smoothie to sip as I'm working, and then I have like a nice dinner. So I did do a 3-mile run this morning. I do plan to do a high intensity workout at some point, and I might go for a walk because it's really nice out. So I'm gonna have some of this chicken franchise, sip on the smoothie while I take pictures, and just continue prepping for Derek's birthday tomorrow for the barbecue. That is a legit lunch in the day of the life of me cooking and being in the kitchen a lot, just to be real with you. And then I'll have a really good dinner later. I'm excited to show you what we're having for dinner because it's Pizza Friday. Keeping things very simple in this smoothie. We've got a cup of mango, a massive cucumber, and 2 dates, lots of water. And this is what I'm about to sip on while I hustle through my photographs, my prep work, the rest of the stuff that I have to do before it's time for dinner.
I'm taking pictures for the vegan Italian cookbook, and I'm trying out some of the new props that I made with my dad. And now it's time for dinner, so I'm gonna start rolling out pizza dough. Really easy thing for pizza is just to get your pizza dough at a Whole Foods grocery store or a pizza counter at your local pizzeria. This other stromboli is a total experiment for us. We're putting cheddar cheese on the base and then sauteed peppers, onions, and squash on the inside. This one had a little bit of a blowout on the side, but it's spinach, zucchini, and cheese. This guy cooked very well, and it's roasted peppers, squash, and cheddar cheese. And my dad made a banana cake. It's so cute. My icing just poured off the cake and pooled on the sides, and I find it hysterical. Also, the cake is a box mix of gluten-free. It's a gluten-free box mix, so the cake's looking a little funky, but it's gonna taste good, and that's what matters. It's so nice out. Thank you so much for watching. I'm about to have a big piece of banana cake, and then I'm gonna go for a walk with my mom because it's so nice out. But I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, all that good stuff. Thank you.